Guys, it's great to see you. What a show you have made, because you are just such a great duo together. Honestly, I think that's just one of the pure joys of watching this show. Growing up, like, what were the traditional kind of Scottish traditions, I should say, that you kind of observed in your house? Because obviously in here we're seeing, you know, the haggis, we're seeing the throwing of huge anything. Like in your house, what were the things that you properly remember from your childhood?
Constant caber tossing.
Did you toss a lot of cabers, Graham?
Oh, constantly. It was always, before I went to school, my dad would say, "Get the caber out." And
that's a Friday night right there.
One of my abiding memories of my father is also the smell of kippers in the morning that he would cook in the kitchen, constantly cooking
porridge, salty porridge, though.
Oh.
What's that about?
He never wore a kilt.
Or didn't tell you he was wearing a kilt.
He did when he was younger, actually.
He wore them in private, maybe, yeah.
How about you, Sam?
Beltane was a big part of my childhood. Really? I've talked about it before. I talked about it, and obviously because of my birthday falls on the same day. It's this big pagan festival that happens in Scotland, and that was part of it. Wearing kilts, I wore them occasionally. But yeah, I think just the music as well, the music and the history as well. You know, I think all of that is kind of part of our culture, and I think that's the reason why we wanted to make the show, to sort of share our love of Scotland with everyone.
Indeed.
And it's a great advert for Scotland, because it's just a beautiful place, and we get to see so much of it. We had to see a lot of rivalry between you two. How much of that was genuine competition, or was it proper rivalry, or was it all just friendly at the end of the day?
No. It was toned down, if anything.
No, we have to be kept apart now. We can't be in the same room.
Hence this.
Hence this, yeah.
Literally everything becomes a competition.
I was happy to see you winning, Graham. But
Thank
also,
you.
I mean, Sam, we get to see some interesting, things that you do. I won't give too much away. But.
Some interesting parts of scenery. Interesting scenery.
Interesting scenery. Let's call it that. So.
And lesser spotted nudist. Yeah, there's a lot of those in Scotland. They just pop out, don't they?
Obviously, you guys were traveling around a lot together. What are the most annoying habits of the other that you have learnt?
Well,
are you going to reveal?
Wow. How long have you got?
Well, wow.
I'm in the world for this.
In fairness, Sam doesn't have annoying habits so much as just an overall annoying personality. No, I'm joking. No, that was a joke. No, he's just very positive and very full of energy, and sometimes
that can be annoying. Yeah.
That can be very tiring if you're not feeling it. You know, I'm not a morning person, and Sam really is a morning person. He's fully charged. Yeah. Right from the start.
I think honestly, I'm just thinking about this earlier. I think it's that I'm not actually like that. I'm not always, I actually am afraid of heights sometimes. I'm not quite as brave as I like to think. But then when you come, it's something about Graham. I just feel when I'm in his company, I just have to be better than him. And I have to also make him do things he doesn't want to do. So I think, to be honest, that was the concept of the show. It was to put Graham in situations he doesn't want to be in. And
yes,
I can't help it. I just have to drive him out.
I wasn't privy to that conversation that he had with himself. No. So it was all a surprise to me when I was constantly being put in these situations. Yeah.
I loved also seeing impressions done on the show. Sam, you blew me away with your Flintstones impressions.
Oh,
that was excellent.
Excellent.
Oh, thank you. When you're sitting when you're driving, okay, it's hard to I mean, I'm literally taking directions. I'm also trying to help present the show. We have cameras and everything. So basically it was the Graham McTavish show, and I wouldn't give it up for the world because it's so fantastic, because the man has a whole vast array of impressions that I think lasted the whole of the road trip, didn't they? I mean, it's incredible. He's a one-man band.
What impressions have we got in the repertoire? Because obviously I've seen Sam's Flintstones. Graham, what have you?
Well, I don't know. I mean...
Go on.
Well, it's Jason Statham. He was on the trip with me. Yeah, he was there.
Then there's my southern friend.
We all talks like that. And everything is just a complete surprise. What the hell is that?
You know, it's all that kind of thing. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I mean, it's just so. I just do it to help myself get through the whole experience.
I mean, they are great. Hold on, no wonder Sam had to kind of bring it with the Flintstones. What else have you got, Sam, other than Flintstones?
Oh, come on.
Well, I do. God, bloody hell! I mean, God, I can't believe you're driving so fast. Stop! Would you just bloody slow down? I mean, I'm so hungry. I just haven't eaten for about 2 hours. It's Brian Blessed.
That's supposed to be me.
No, I mean, I was just pulling that one out.
That's
thin air.
They're great. I actually didn't know you guys had that in store. Obviously, I loved learning that you have lied to get jobs before, which is one of the things that we learn as actors. You tell little fibs you can say you can do things. What would you say is the biggest lie that you have told that you could do for something? Don't tell me something that you're going to say in the future because it will stop you from getting that job. But in the past,
mine was horse riding, and obviously on Outlander I've learned now to ride a horse, kind of. But I several times on other jobs found myself saying I could ride a horse, and then one time I was then found myself being chased by a posse in a Wild West where the horse rode down a ridge, a ravine, and I had no idea how to control the thing. And the second time I was in the desert in Egypt, and the horse bolted. It was this Arabic stallion, and it just bolted across the desert, and I felt like I would never be seen again. Both times I just held on for dear life, and I kept thinking I really must get some riding lessons.
Before I go, when I first met Sam, which I think was 2018 in New York, I came away from that. I came back here, and I literally said to everyone, I was like, he's my next Bond. Like, I cut in my head, that's who it is. And I was like, and I still believe it. I don't know what will happen in the future, but it's still, for me, I think Sam is. Graham, having spent so much time with Sam and knowing him as well as you do, what do you think? Would he make a great Bond?
Yes, Sam is a secret agent. I mean, this entire pretense of being an actor and being an Outlander is just a cover for his MI5 activities. So he'd be a great Bond. He would. He'd be a great. Of course, he would. Well, A, Scottish. B, he's a friend of mine, and B, he's a great actor. Perfect.
And I think I know who my money penny is going to be.
Yes.
I mean, you couldn't break this duo up.
Oh, stop it.
I wouldn't.
Stop it, James.